everybody's kind of like, happy, merry-go-lucky type of thing.
Wamelipwa chama, like...
It could be,
Yeah,
it could be. But money was being spent, and they were not holding back.
Some bunnies, like mlituacha huku, just talk to us, like where Anza maybe.
Where do you want us to start? As we were packing, or when we got to the airport?
No.
Or how our luggage was handled or manhandled, or the tips and tricks that one Mike uses so that his hand luggage can pass.
Okay, if you could pick 2 or 3 things, each one of you, tutaanza na Omosh Fire, and then we're gonna go to Mike, and then we're gonna go to Mika. 2 or 3 things that surprised you, or 2 or 3 things that maybe people who stayed here are not aware of or missed out on. DJ Omosh Fire.
I think I would say the resilience of Kenyan people in relation to the tough times that have now come about because of taxes, fuel going up.
Let's just say because of a bad economy, of a poor economy.
Okay. Wacha Mosha malize, then you're gonna come in.
Yes, I think Mika summarized it. So, you go home, we always have, the picture that we have when we are here is that one of, you get your people at home who are like, hey, vitu ni mbaya, tuma, nisaidie, nini, school fees, blah, blah, whatever it is, right? Leading up to us going home. So then you go home, you land. And you're looking around, and people on the streets, they are hanging, they are clubbing, they are driving around, they are eating, they are sleeping. So you're like, haya, okay, where is this? Hii economy mbaya iko wapi juu sioni hii economy, ile economy tulikuwa tunajua tukiwa kule majuu. Hatuioni tukiwa kwa ground, because on the ground everything is moving, it's functioning, people are doing what they need to do.
But almost maybe could this be a factor of Samabanis, like the places that you guys go and the people you interact with?
No.
Are not those those people who are experiencing
or
this?
Or people living above their means, and you don't see that, you only see.
Well, Kenya is a cash economy, so when you say you're living above your means, are these people going and borrowing money?
Yeah.
Or is it first of all, that borrowing of money is not something that is ingrained in Kenya. In fact, the banking system of Kenya is one of the worst when it comes to
chamas, fellow people,
again. So you see, those are very. So you see,
Fuliza.
you see that's very informal, where you can't like that one of chamas. You can't necessarily track it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like things like Fuliza you can track. Now Fuliza is something that a lot of people utilize. What they don't realize is the fees and repercussions and things like that come with it, because they're so used to utilizing it. It's like a revolving credit for them.
Worse than payday lending that was in the US.
And it's very, very, very bad. Because you can have Fuliza of 10K. So now, and 10K, for us, maybe when we look at it and we're doing exchange rate, we're not looking at the context of the money. But think of it this way. Awochi gets about 15K a month. And that's actually Awochi who's getting paid a lot of money.
That's less than $100.
So
if
you can get Fuliza of between of like 7K, you're somebody who uko juu. Most people Fuliza pengine wanatoanga 1,500 if maybe a lot 2K.
The interest on Fuliza annualized comes to about 120%. Just for those who are not familiar.
Did you say payday lending is done in the US?
No, payday lending was kind of banned, like under the Obama administration.
Yeah,
it was kind of banned. But this Fuliza, what we have,
I know,
is worse.
Very legal.
Because I think payday lending, we're talking interest rates of 40-something%.
That's crazy.
But now this one's annualized because you're 10K, and someone can, correct me. Like when I check the rates, so 10K you have to pay within 30 days. And within that 30 days, there's already a fee that's topped, that's taken at the top. Yeah. So I think it's going to cost you about 1,000 shillings to borrow that 10K, which is due within 30 days. So if you don't if you don't pay it within that 30 days,
there's penalties.
so
We also get interest every day.
so and you plus the interest, so it's kind of like 1K will be compounding. So by the end of the year, you took 10K. If you don't pay it for the whole year, and it happens for some people sometimes, you owe the 10K plus around 12K. So that's where the 120, and these are estimates, but someone can go check online to look at those rates and what they say. So it's about 120%, which is not a joke. I think a lot of people are not seeing it that way. But yeah, we're gonna create, like a credit crisis in Kenya like we had in the US. But Omosh, back to you.
So for me, that was one big surprise. The economy was moving. People are doing what they're supposed to do. And on the surface, it looked, even everywhere you went, you did. And I spent about close to 2 weeks in Shags, and I was seeing how those jamas, even over there, because normally in Shags you actually get a truer picture of how people are spending money, how money is coming in, and those guys are spending. It's not like they're not spending; they're spending. Now, I don't. Again, it could also be that it's the December blues / Christmas and all of that, and everybody's kind of like happy, merry-go-lucky type of thing. It could be. It could be. But money was being spent, and they were not holding back. Yeah. So I'm curious to know how it was, say, for OneMic, with him staying a little bit later than us, what he was seeing on the ground, say, where he was, plus in Nai, if he spent like maybe more than 3 days in Nai, in the latter part, I would say, like after the 15th of January in Nairobi. Because, you see, what you end up seeing, now you actually get to see, kids have gone back to school. Okay. People are supposed to be paying this and that. They're the ones who are coming in from standard 8 going into Form 1. Then, of course, there's now the ones who are supposed to be, the ones who just graduated high school, now potentially going to college, right? So, and then there's all these monies that parents are now paying for the new CBC and all of this. So, along the way, everything has increased. And that's not counting on the taxes, the food, price of food. Everything is up. Everything is up. So let's say, for instance, a vehicle that I was fueling, same vehicle I was fueling for 9K in 2022, I'm now fueling the same car with something like 14K. Same vehicle, So, and that's quite a bit, because it's not like your salary is going up by that much. So some people probably, and that's something, another thing that I saw, like Monday through Friday, they were not driving. But then on weekends, wako barabarani. So, people reduced their driving during the week. And then, so those are some of the small adjustments that you see that some folks had done in terms of the economy. But all in all, they were spending money. So that's something that I saw that I was very surprised with, because I thought like ingekuwa mbaya, and, guys would not be needing, and other than, of course, the pricing of food, that everything went up. New establishments or places, restaurants, eateries, entertainment spots. When I say entertainment, I mean like things for like kids to do. Something I noticed is that every restaurant or place that you go to now even has a section for toys. It's a whole other industry. Yeah. You go, you sit down, you're going to eat. Guess what? Your kids have a babysitter. You don't even have to worry about them. They have gone. They wako uko. Siji jumping castle. I don't know what. There are some toy cars that are being sold for siji. So ine siji sotano. Kuna kampira wananunua ya so sita. And every time you come to eat at this place,
value added.
This toy is being bought for this. Yani mpaka that it's at the point where the toys even know the name of the guy who's selling the stuff. And the guy who's, part of the entertainment. It's a whole, that's like a
value
whole,
added.
It's a whole other industry. And this is happening everywhere. So it's not like it's happening at let's say, hypothetically, I just throw a name out, Mamoliet, which is not. But it's not happening at, just like at a traditional. It's like every restaurant has an area that caters to kids, because that's a whole other industry. So parents don't mind going with their kids to a restaurant because they don't have to worry about the kids. The kids have a play area, they have nini, and it's an economy in of itself. You'll end up spending more money on those games and things that the kids are doing there than on the food that they're eating, which is the chipo and the sausage.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because if the ball is being sold for soine, Then there's a remote control toy car that somebody's telling you to 12 handle, and the toys over there are screaming their head off. And and when you look at those toys and the way they handle their parents, you want to remove a mwiko and you want to rarua toy hapo.
Yeah.
But this is not
a few whips.
Yeah, this is not your stage, or you're like, me, I'm here for like 6.8 days. You handle. Me, I already know how I would handle this situation, but that's on you. That's another thing that I saw that is very, very common, and it's continuously happening. Then development. Everywhere there's a new building. Any space that is not green has either a building coming up or a building that is just about finished, or they are starting to build. Yani, it's like any space that in fact
now, is this Nairobi or Rusinga?
No,
or Mfangano?
No. This one I'll say is for Nairobi. Now, when now you move,
Nairobi, Kilimani.
I'll say for Nairobi, okay, and it's not only Kilimani, because I even went out towards I was out huko Kangundo Road, huko ndani, huko past Ruai. Past Ruai, ushapata ushapita Ruai, yeah. We are going out towards Machakos, so nimepita Ruai na nimeenda huko.
Okay. So and where is Katani? Is Katani somewhere along the way?
I don't know.
Sasa nakuja.
Sasa Katani sijui iko wapi.
Okay.
But me, I can just tell you, I went out that way, and
because there's Syokimau, I think Katani is
okay.
Yes,
yeah.
that's
Mombasa Road.
Yes.
Okay.
Side, your side.
No, that's the other side. If you drive on that Mombasa Road towards,
Mina to Mombasa Road, yeah.
If you drive towards, if you're Mombasa Road driving,
is that Eastern Bypass?
There's really a point whereby.
Yeah, I think so.
There was a point whereby when you got to Kitengela, after that corner of what's the name of that university?
You saying
Daystar?
Daystar, yeah. There was a point whereby when you pass that Daystar University junction, there was nothing until you get to the Machakos junction. But right now, it's just the same thing. Like, you can easily, if you're new, you will not know you've left Nairobi. You'll just find yourself, boom,
nice.
You bump into Machakos.
I love that.
So much.
Yeah. I love the sound of that.
There's development. So much development.
There's a lot. Apo Mavoko need development.
Yeah. Okay.
The sad thing about the development is the lack of planning that is happening with it. Especially now, if we go back to the areas like Kilimani, Kilalashwa, and actually Kilimani is turning into a pipeline.
Yes, it is. It actually is. Yes,
it's turning into an Isili Pole.
It is.
It's getting to a point whereby even those roads, those big roads where you will even just all the way from Arboretum, if you came from Arboretum driving all the way inside into Lavington, it's just skyscrapers and skyscrapers. And then you ask yourself, these cases were made for small houses, for mansion units, for bungalows.
Tops 4 levels.
How they have, you find somebody with a development. And then the thing is not just somebody's not building just one apartment building. And now it's like, it's development companies are coming, and then they're building a development that has close to 400 units. Basically, they look like you know how the projects look.
The projects in New York. Basically, that's what it is. Skyscrapers, 100 units per block, A, B, C, D.
Yeah,
that's how
Suleiman
Shahbal look like.
Suleiman Shahbal gave a name to them, I can't remember, but skyscraper ghettos or something. There's a name he gave them, and he said they're very popular in some Asian countries. But almost to Malaysia, and then we're gonna go to Mika, and then we're gonna come to OneMic.
So there was that part. But then the other thing that I noticed, which surprised me, and maybe Mika can correct me if I'm wrong, it seems like the housing market, I don't know if I'd say it has leveled off, or they've realized that they need to have a lower pricing, maybe to entice you to bring you in.
Yeah.
Because they are now pushing a lot of studios. That's something they were not pushing at all. In fact, they were not even building studios. And then you can get two types of studios. Kuna regular studio, alafu kuna
Executive.
kuna ako ka studio it's upgraded, sijui wameongeza ka 5 square feet.
So basically studio is a bed sitter in a posh area.
Correct.
Okay.
It is ni bed sitter, yes. Cause unaingia unaanza na jikoni, ukienda kwa sijui ka dining room, alafu unaingia hapo in between kutakuwa na kabafu, and then you ingia the bedroom, and if you're lucky you might have a balcony past the bedroom.
Wow.
And your bedroom diwaga it kind of in a way becomes your sitting room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like Ruth, before we go to Mika and Uno Mike, a lot of comments have been coming through while Omosh was telling us about his experiences. Very interesting.
Okay.
What are people saying?
So, okay, I'm just going to start reading. And some of these topics, what I really want to make sure is like we read your comments. I might go a bit back if it's not a lot of comments. So, bear with me. So, Texas, the only person now that will make me vote is Colin Ored or Ared. Slay, I wish we can remove Abbott and Paxton. Then Mamboya 254, please. That is Pablo. Slay Washeke. Abbott is another one who has many lives. Wasn't there a hearing for him? Then Pablo, kilele mingi ya economy ya Kenya wakwa Twitter period. Pablo, Slay responding to Pablo, meaning people just talk about it on social about it on social media. Steven, I talked about this thing. Omosh is talking on the Sambaza podcast with Dana Aseda regarding the perception of some Albanese to issues back home, state of the Afri-Pod nation. I experienced the same thing in October 2023. Slay, what are the requirements for getting a Fuliza approved? Then Pablo, I personally surveyed a few people who visited Kenya this past December. Most said they found Kenyans hustling and working hard, filling clubs as usual Monday through Sunday. Of course, kuna complaints, but in tandem with working. Then Drew Kimani says, Happy New Year, OneMicShow. Ndambuki registered M-Pesa with an active Safaricom line. Then response, Slay, okay, how do they know how much to give someone? Because kwa show, wamesema if you get approved for 7,000, you're someone up there. I got approved for 4,000. I wanted to see how that thing works.
Wow, 4K.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I'm not a regular M-Pesa user.
But did you borrow?
Yes, I did. That was the point. I wanted to see what will happen.
And then you paid that fee?
Immediately, but I paid the fee.
How much was it?
I don't remember. But
Okay.
I did, like, there was a fee. Like, nilitumia.
An instant fee?
Instant fee.
Instant haircut?
Instant fee.
Yeah, and then is when they charge you the interest.
Yes.
And that's the part that so now you see, remember that whole point of Fuliza is at the point uko chini, yani hapa ndio pale umefika, you at your bottomless, bottom low.
Yeah.
There's no other, and that instead of calling Uno Mike, you call M-Pesa.
Kuzuia kuambia watu nisaidie tu.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Simple as that.
Ama nitumie fare.
Send me 2K agent to message us.
I need 10K urgently.
I even registered for the Hustlers Fund.
Oh, wow.
I got $800 shillings for that. I didn't, of course, borrow it. I just wanted to see how much I'll qualify for.
Okay.
Just trying. Anyway, so Slay, Aki's like Animal Farm in 3D form. Tunongea janini. Oh, the Fuliza thing. Omosh, it's this Udima thenge. Omosh is more entertainment places opened. Pablo, please speak about the Diaspora Conference if any of you had a chance to attend.
Did these people these people thinking about?
I was this close to attending, and the reason why I did not attend was I did not register on time. So you had to register by a certain point.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And so I was actually, for lack of a better word, I was pistol whipped into shape by a guy who I will not name, but I will let you know.
I think I know who it
yes.
is, but yeah.
And I was told all you had to do was holler at me and I would get you in. And I was like, I didn't know that that's what I'm supposed to do. Because me, I'm following the rules that you guys had given us, that you have to register by this day.
Big Ted.
So that's what I went with. And they were not happy that I was actually there, had the opportunity to go in for it. I know somebody who went, and I think it was a 3-day conference, started Wednesday through Friday, and I think they went Wednesday and they went Friday. And they had good things to say about the conference, I think, overall. Yeah. And because the areas that they were interested in, I think, were being covered as topics over there. So yeah, Woody, who asked? Was it Woody or Pablo?
Pablo.
Pablo, or so, yeah, Udi was home actually. Yeah, but it's. I'm glad that they did it, and people got to see what Gava thinks of us as diaspora and where they work us in true sense of the word. We are basically, what would I say?
Cash.
We are cash cows. We are a bank that has native roots, and we are not expected to say nyohohiho when we give money.
Yeah.
What
Period.
does that mean?
Okay.
We don't have a say with how this money is being spent, and we need to give it unconditionally. And by the way, it's a right of theirs to procure, not a privilege.
Okay. All right. So I think we're going to find someone who actually attended the conference and try to get details on it. I will talk to LA Consul General Ambassador Big Ted to find us someone who can tell us, like what happened so that people can get the
Top
benefit
Don
of it.
attended. I can tell you.
Top
for
Don
free.
attended?
Top Don
Okay.
attended.
Sawa sawa. Top Don,
Okay.
we are coming for you.
Let me
Hata mi
finish this
najua
one.
mtu anaenda kuwaste time huko.
Mika kuwa mpole.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
know,
first
it's
episode
not.
bana.
So,
Hakuna
okay.
kwa mpole, wacha nikwambia kitu moja Ali. I saw that thing and I was like, where am I going to get? If I need to get disappointed, I let it just log into the internet. And it will take less than 30 seconds for me to
Remember,
get
we're on
something.
vacation.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't
I'm
think
on
to me that's the
vacation,
best way
I'm-
for me to treat
Yeah,
my,
I'm
expend my
not
vacation.
wasting my 3 days.
Yeah.
3 days is too
Okay.
long.
No.
At least one day, I'll
Yeah.
say.
I don't think I'm giving
Let me
you.
finish
Hata
the
one
comments.
days, hata tour, we nikatafute small chama nikangangane kusikia man.
But we'll talk to Top Don
Yeah.
to Jue what's up, what the deal is. Okay.
Let me continue. That was discussion today on Spice FM. I missed on that one. Washeke Walter Copacol, lack of enforcement on the zoning laws or lack of zoning laws.
Oh, I think this is in
Okay.
reference to what Mika was saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the
lack of
building.
planning.
Yeah,
the
it-
planning, poor
That's
planning.
an issue that will need to be
It's-
solved.
Oh my goodness, they need to get on that.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
They
all
need to get
about
on
the
that.
money. It's all about the money.
Stephen JJ says Luka Doncic dropped 73 points on Atlanta.
Luka Doncic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Washeke Walter call its lack of enforcement. The people in authority are bribed. Wrong chat. Slay response to Luka. Wrong chat.
Yeah.
Pablo says, Omosho speaking like a politician. Finally, before I finish, finally, last point now. Secondly,
Wait, Pablo
Udi-
come hard day one.
I know, man.
This
Udi, I just got mentioned by this cute chick.
Tag that cute chick.
Pablo, no, Ali Badawi, can we get someone outside Gava to speak about the takeaways from the diaspora conference?
yeah,
Doreen-
we have somebody.
Doreen
outside.
Sally.
We have somebody. Yeah.
Doreen Sally attended.
Okay.
Slesse.
Okay, Doreen Selly is local.
Yeah.
I will try to get in touch with her.
Okay.
I mean, I see Slay has already tagged her.
Yeah.
Anyone else, tag her second or third time. Anybody who's friends with Doreen Selly, tag her a second or a third time, then maybe she'll get out. Because Doreen Selly is also doing some very big things, like with her businesses here.
Yeah.
So she's local, and I think, she's also a good person to get onto the One Mic Show. Pablo, we also have Top Don from Chicago. Who also attended the conference.
And he did 2 days, by the way.
He did 2 days.
2 days.
Okay.
Even Nani, our local guy Chris was there. Chris, Mr. Office.
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Karau.
Yeah. That's right. That's
Oh,
right.
I didn't know he attended the conference.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I met him. Yeah,
All
I
right,
didn't know he
that's
attended
good.
the
Wow.
conference.
And Udi Madenge is saying, yes, she is the cute one speaking. I don't know who it is. I mean, I know clearly it's not me. I know it's clearly not me.
Pablo,
Yeah.
company. Pablo, company compare.
Compare roho
Roho
safi.
safi.
Kila mtu ajitetee roho safi.
Utajitetea ukiwa upande gani?
Haya. Okay. On
Hakuna,
that-
mimi natetea Pablo. Pablo amepigana hii vita miaka mingi.
Okay.
Na bado haja nini. That means there is nowhere he's going. He should get off the nini now. Oh, sorry.
What?
Hey. Haya, let's go to Mika. Let's get Mika's
2024.
experience. Yani mmeanza na moto. God damn.
I know the
Kawaida.
energy in this place. Somebody
Yeah.
called you, what is Jeff?
Eh?
Jeff Koinange.
Jeff Koinange did what?
Somebody called you that.
Oh, someone called me Jeff?
Yeah.
I missed that in the
Energy,
comments.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know about Jeff. But
It was the energy.
Wow.
It was the energy
Oh,
you came
my.
with.
oh my, what my?
I think we need a fire extinguisher.
Actually-
Fire extinguisher. Where is that?
Okay, can we hear?
Jeff is a great journalist, but he's too
Imebaki
dramatic.
tu-
He's too dramatic.
Imebakia aseme smoking.
Smoking.
Aya, Mika, talk to us about your experience in the 254, because now we got the politically correct version from
Wow.
DJ Omosh Fire.
Wow. I was being political.
Now we are looking for the real man on the ground
Eh,
version.
lakini za Mika zitakuja na nini?
Mika
No,
akona man on the
no,
ground
no.
version, unfiltered. Mika, talk to us.
Go for
No,
it.
this is the
Mika.
thing. Okay, I'll start from landing at the airport, KRA, right?
Oh
it is a
my
very
word!
smooth-
Yes.
It is a very smooth transition. Like nothing to bother. They were following protocol as they did. They marked suitcases that needed to mark, and kama kaida, your carry-on was being scanned and unapita. Mimi, I didn't want to go through that, so I made a few phone calls, nikapitishwa. But what I saw from people who were in front of me and how they were handling things, it was a very smooth process. Like hizo lines, if your suitcase is marked tax, and actually delayed in the airport deliberately to see, and people who I saw that were being pulled on the side and stuff was being pulled out. Stuff that needs to be taxable. Like, come on, you have boxes and boxes of phones, you have boxes of laptops and boxes. You're gonna be taxed for that. Like, there's a limit on how much you're gonna bring something in the country. So made total sense for me. Hapo sikuona, I didn't see anything that was out of topic on that.
So Mika, with your 2 laptops, you were not disturbed?
With my 3 laptops, I was not disturbed.
God damn, 3
Okay.
laptops ulikuwa unafanya nini nazo?
See, because he has 2 for work and 1
At
personal.
least ukavi bado nafanya kazi.
Okay.
Yeah, mbili za kazi, moja ya Pornhub. Anyway.
And you see, and that's the thing, that when you tell them that you have 2 for work, they're not believing.
Yeah, and what Mika just said does not represent the position of the One Mic Show. That is Mika's position. Okay, Mika, back to you.
Anyway, got into the country. Actually, I landed on Kapuri. Got into the country, settled down, nikatoka kama kawaida, call a few phone calls. Leo ni school. Like it's Jamhuri Day. Kuna dunda, tunaenda wapi? Everybody was telling me ni Tuesday boss. Tuesday kunanga form. I was like, since when Tuesday kunanga form? Ni December.
Correct.
Right? Ni December. What do you mean Tuesday hakuna form? December itambui weekday. December ni December. I was like, mzai, lala.
Okay.
Hiyo moto umekuja nayo, lala. There was no way I was sleeping. So I went out in Milan. I felt strange. Sat down, had a few kogeapo kidogo na styles. And he told me basically they have days that pick up and they have days that are slow. So I said, it's still early in December. Let's see what some bunnies wengine will land and we see how it is. Unfortunately, it was true. So the days that you partying started seriously on Wednesday. Bar next door was the only bar that was full on Wednesday. Kettle House was full because Kettle House had something that is called a luta. Luta continua.
Let me just say, I was eating ugali at 9 a.m.
Ugali at 9 a.m. They're already making ugali.
Yeah.
Boss, do you know what a luta is?
Aluta
What
continua.
Aluta
It's a Spanish
the
word.
party starts at 6 a.m. Everybody leaves
Boss.
every other hole they were in the city. And
Let me just tell you, unajua, you know that thing called ATCG walk of shame. Wapi? Sasa hapo ndio sasa that walk is not shaming. People are not shameful.
So it's all shameful people meeting at the same
Let
place.
me tell you, ugali is being ordered at 8 a.m.
So Ashemi cannot shame Ashema.
How are you and you now ni houseful?
Okay.
Na saa hizo umeanza na wapi?
hiyo ndo
Tulianza
party
na
imeanza,
1824.
ndo siku.
Yeah.
Tulianza 1824, ukaenda Milan, ukaenda Gemini, ukatoka Gemini, sasa ndio Kettle House, ndio sasa unauliza bring dhufu and kadhalika.
What? You guys.
I'm telling you, but even I had to check my pulse and say, okay, wait, there might be something that is wrong here. But your Kettle House,
And there are people. It's not at like a few.
No, it's
There are
no. You're not.
people. It's
No,
not a
you're like
few,
about
it's
100 people.
full.
Yeah, like
It's-
80 to
it's-
80 to 100
it's
people
full.
at 9 in the morning.
Aluta, that's a new terminology.
Alute.
I like it.
And then you know so this one hii ni alute ya mababi. Kuna
Yeah,
alute
upmarket.
za huko
Hiyo ni
kwa
ya
maestate
upmarket.
huko chini. So it is a very big thing in Kenya. Like it's a very very big thing in Kenya. So anyway, as I was saying, Wednesdays it was a bar next door. That was the bar that was full. And then if you go to all these other places, Milan will get the overspill, and every other top club, Ibiza, Black Samurai, Cavalli, they will be struggling. But then on Thursday it's gonna be Ibiza, Milan, Cavalli, and they're gonna be. But then you see, like, it was not like in other places whereby you will go to like 3, 4, 5 clubs before you find a club where you can actually go and get seating. Right? A few well-known clubs, Quiver, Bar Next Door, those are the ones that were trying. And Quiver because of the DJs they were bringing, and Bar Next Door because of just that ladies' night on Wednesday. And then now on Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, at least is when Friday, Saturday is when you'll find the other clubs are at capacity.
Nazinashika. Yeah.
And then Sunday, everything was dead again.
Except
club moja. So basically, the partying in Nairobi reduced drastically.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
Okay,
And
that's
even
interesting.
speaking with the people who own these places, speaking with the people in the entertainment sector, DJs, some of the DJs who I met in Diaspora DJs, and they would be like, hey man, kumekuwa kunoma manzi hata December sijapata gig. Like the whole of December sijapata gig. And this is somebody big. Anakuambia manzi December sijaget gig, sijapata nini, hata mimi nafikiria kutoka niende country nyingine. Right? You get musicians wanakuambia mimi nilifanya gig ya mwisho sijita Soulfest ndio ilikuwa gig ya mwisho. Hakuna gigs.
Yeah, so
nobody's calling us.
Soulfest occurred, what was it? November, end of November, I think it was.
In November,
It didn't figure December.
Hakuna gigs, hakuna nini. So people really are not spending the way that they were spending.
So the sherehe is there, but not like it used to be.
It's not like
because before Ikwana breaks, it didn't have.
And actually, some Abanis played a part in lifting it a lot.
That is true.
Now, because some Abanis are coming out and are going out, they actually did. So that is why you saw. That is why you saw Sunny was in Kenya for a week and played daily.
Yeah.
That's because he has a Samabani market.
He has
that market.
Yeah.
He has that market.
Wow.
You have to think outside the box to make money now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So you had to think. This Samabani crowd was a very important crowd. Hata wakikuja watu 20, the amount of money they're dropping in is good money. You saw when Conscience was in Kenya passing through, he had to go to several clubs in the same night. And hiyo Conscience alitoa watu kwa nyumba kupeleka watu out.
What do you mean by several? You mean make a pause hapo. How do you go to several clubs in the same night?
He was making appearances in several clubs.
They can say that you're hosting.
So not performing.
Yeah, you're hosting.
Okay.
No,
you're hosting or you're a guest, unakuja tu, you're passing through.
Wana post tu video kwa social media. Hey, Conscience yuko Bar Next Door. Anapanda kwa anashika mic anaimba, you don't wanna bother anybody. Hivyo tu ana dakika 5, 15 minutes he's out. He's gone to another club. 15 minutes he's out. Like, dude made money on a layover.
I don't even know what to think about that.
Creative economy.
Yeah, that's now you have to be creative to make money.
It's so cutthroat that you have to think outside the box on making money. So that is there was that issue of the expenditure on how it in Nairobi, especially the party scene.
Yeah,
had gone down. It's gone down drastically, and you can see by the numbers that KBL East African Breweries posted.
Yeah,
on the decrease on their profits on this quarter was so high. Now, coast. So
coast wapi? Mombasa, Malindi, Kilifi.
So yeah,
South Coast.
Unlike other years where I usually just decide to fly to Diani and chill and relax. This year, my younger brother decided that he's going to drive from Nairobi, South Africa. So I told him, I'm gonna ride with you up to Zanzibar and then let you go down, and
Wait
I'll
a
come
minute.
back to you.
What do you mean ride up to Zanzibar? Zanzibar is an island.
Drive with him up to Tanzania, up
Okay.
to Dar, and then
Okay.
when we get to Dar, we go to Zanzibar, we chill for a few days, and then
Okay.
when I come back to Dar, he continues. Me, I fly back to Nairobi.
Smart
so
idea.
I was like, let's do this. Ali, you've done that drive. It's
Absolutely.
Usually, it's and if you do it during the holidays, it's a lot of traffic. Will take you. It's usually an 8-hour drive. It's gonna take, if you do it during the holidays, it's gonna take you around at the best 12.
I never recommend anyone doing that drive. That's
Yeah,
a
at the
drive.
best, yeah.
It's good, like for scenic purposes, but it's a bit too much.
Why is it?
Guess we
too
did it.
much?
Guess we
Mhm.
did it in how many hours?
How many hours?
6.5.
How did you do that? Because typically, there's
The
usually
road was
sometimes.
clear.
Okay.
The road was clear. There were no people on the road.
Okay.
Is it tarmacked?
No, yeah,
Yes.
it's a very good tarmac road.
It's a very good tarmac road.
Okay.
It's a very
But it
good
has a lot
tarmac.
of traffic.
The only bad part is from Mariakani to Mombasa.
But did you get any disturbances at the border?
No, at the border I didn't get any disturbance.
Okay, because that's another issue that could delay you.
No. This was a drive from Nairobi to Mombasa. That I'm telling you that took.
Oh,
6.5
Nairobi to
hours.
Mombasa. Okay, Nairobi to Mombasa.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying Nairobi,
Yeah.
Nairobi to Dar. I was like,
No.
Nairobi to Dar, 6 hours?
No. That is, no. Nairobi to Dar is, it's, if you do a full drive. it's
That's
like
a hostile
3 hours.
drive, yeah.
So no, that's Nairobi to Mombasa. So I was just saying the road Nairobi to Mombasa didn't
Mhm.
have people. Again, showcasing the thing that most Kenyans didn't travel this holiday season.
Okay. All
But
right.
now
so-
again, we are talking the locals, correct?
We're talking the locals, yeah.
Yes.
Most Kenyans didn't travel because
But I
that's
mean-
usually road.
Yeah, but I mean, of course, if there's not too many cars on the road like there normally is, it's both the
There
locals,
normally-
and it also means that even the people who normally come to visit and will be part of that traffic, maybe there's
Are not
also
there.
is also fewer of them. Yeah, so Mika, we're to Malaysia and then we're gonna get.
That
to
wasn't my
read some of the
experience
comments.
going shags though.
Yeah.
Shags,
Yeah.
going shags. There was a
So-
lot of people. People were
Yeah, so
quite a lot
again,
on
the
road.
same thing in Diani. The results are not as full as
Hmm.
they usually are. There's basically what I'm trying to say is like the economical pinch is being felt in the country.
Okay.
It's being felt. People are still doing the things they do. People are still partying. People are still trying to live life normally as best as they could. But would they want to live it better? Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's just that it was kind of depressing, and it was kind of depressing. I would say this is one of the most chilled holidays I've had, because the point is it's on Tuesday you want to go out, but then you ask yourself like that.
Yeah.
Like unakwenda club mko watu 800 club kubwa mnaangaliana.
Okay, all right. So two very different perspectives from two people who went to Kenya, both on the OneMicShow. DJ Moshfire, he felt that
Life was going
like
on.
life was great,
Yeah,
and everything is okay.
I saw people spending and hanging.
Yes, but now Mika's perspective is that yes, kulikuwa na sherehe na nini, but not with
It was
the
in
intensity.
a reduced capacity.
It was in a reduced capacity, and even that analysis of the traffic on the roads, because I think that's also a good indicator of people spending when you have a lot of people traveling, because that's a stat that I think is also tracked in the US. Like when a lot of people are traveling, more money gets spent. So
Yeah, I
that's very
didn't
interesting.
hit the coast part. I hit Nyanza part, that side. That side there was traffic like a nonsense. In fact, it got to, and I left Nairobi early. I left Nairobi on the 20th. Going that side.
Nyinyi ni wale watu toka late alafu mtumiangi barabara ya Narok mnaenda kupigana nyi wote nini?
No.
Yeah,
We used Narok actually. In fact, we even avoided some of the regular stuff. So,
The
but
regular most of it, yeah.
we avoided. So, and there was a little traffic because we left early on the 20th. it was still okay. But you see, what was interesting about that week was that, so we left Nairobi on a Wednesday. Now Christmas is the upcoming Monday. So Friday is actually the day now when there's
People
a
are
lot
traveling.
of traffic on the road because people want to be in place by Sato. Everybody wanted to be in place by Saturday, basically, you know. So on Saturday you're in place, Sunday you're chilling, Mondays the holiday, then alafu ukona Boxing Day on Tuesday.
Yeah, now you guys need to Mika na Omosh. I've never been to Nyanza or Western Province. Okay. And that's a violation. That's a yellow flag on you guys.
So so I don't think you can I don't think you can blame us.
You cannot blame them.
No, we can discuss the blame later.
Okay.
But for now it's a yellow flag. You can go do a booth review or VAR check.
Just get your ticket.
Yeah.
It's okay.
just drive down.
We got you. We got you. In fact, whenever you're ready, say in your home.
Place where I can go live and eat for free.
Whenever
carry food.
Whenever you're ready, say in your home.
Okay. We will cut this part. We will cut this part.
Whenever you're ready.
I don't know about Uganda.
Actually, in fact, that
you
part.
You have to get to Uganda because
Mika, that part I'm ready because I haven't done that part.
Okay.
I haven't done UG.
My shag is at the border. Basically, we shall go to the border. We
Sawa.
can go in and come back. Hatuendi Kampala, usijali. Hatutakupoteza.
We're going to
what's your fear about going to Uganda?
It's different. You know, when those border towns, you go back and forth. You go, you buy milk, kuko, you come back. It's a very interesting...
I don't fear Uganda.
He afraid? It seems like he does not want to
No, I don't fear Uganda.
You'll be served like Sebo.
No, me, I'm a guy of baby steps. You know, I cannot just... I've never been to Nyanza and Western. And then all of a sudden, you go Uganda, furu condition.
Do all of it.
Ali, you cannot come to Busia and not cross the border.
I know. You do all of it.
Okay, sawa. We will discuss that that trip, how it will be. Ruth,
yes.
A lot of comments were coming in when Mika was speaking. Tell us what people think about what Mika said.
Yes. So somehow it starts at the airport. So people want to know, do they have a list of the not allowed items at the airport, or how does one know what they have is not allowed?
They have a list. They have a list even on the website. Even it was on when this thing was going on. They were on Twitter and everywhere. That list was moving around.
Guns,
They have
knives,
Mika, please share that list in the comment section.
Dildos.
Share that link.
Yeah, dildos.
Oh, by the way, dildos was a real thing. Me, I thought people were just talking about it.
It was a
real thing.
Why?
It's a real thing.
Porn.
Okay,
and then what do you call it? Drones. You're not allowed to bring drones.
You said also porn?
Yes.
What do you mean by porn?
Porn is banned in Kenya.
No, but what do you mean by
porn? Like porn, like umebeba.
Manene,
Umebeba porn. Pornographic material.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
But Pornhub is virtual, so Mika was saying.
Okay.
That's because they didn't open it to see his history.
Yeah, these are not views of the OneMicShow.
Udi says, I think you had to show you are not joking with them. I had 2 laptops and 3 phones.
Meaning Suraya Kazi.
I know. Udi also says, Omosh, Udi. Okay, Udi. Omosh, when did we meet at 213?
I think he meant 2013.
No, 213 is a club.
Well, that shows how
it's new.
Illiterate I am.
No, bro, it's new.
Nairobi
No, it's new. It's not your fault.
You I did not get.
Wash.
We met before the 20th. I think that was probably around the 14th or something like that.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
Mkienda 213 mtaenjoy ni club ya old school.
Yeah, it's nice. It's relaxed. It's
Okay. Pablo wants to know, Mike, please sema kitu tujue uko area bado. Umekinya sana bro.
He will come in.
Mpaka niko worried. Waki Mike sana wazimie sound.
He can blink.
Pablo, we also can see him, ni kichwa tu tunaona.
Kichwa tu.
That's less saying. Dan being,
that's all it takes.
Udi say is Dan being a Samabani Slay. It is amazing. Ali, not sure what we're talking about. Walter, if you haven't been to Western, it's on New Boss, Tembea, Kenya. Slay, Humphrey, One Mike Muturi, Unachoma. I think right now it's 100% Uno's time to talk.
Okay, and before Uno talks, I want to remind the listeners, this is the OneMicShow. It's the first episode of the year, and we're still going to be talking about elections 2024. possible Trump presidency, and my oh my, TB Joshua. We'll still be talking about that. Back to you, Ruth, and then to One Mic.
Yes. I had missed these comments. I had seen them before. Somehow they disappeared. I somehow can go back. But by the way, this is Pablo. By the way, congratulations, Ali. It was on the top 50 Kenyans in the US list. Someone else, I know Ali just responded to say congrats to you too, Pablo. But someone else, I think Slay, said congrats to you
Doreen
too as
Selly
well.
also. Pablo, was also on the list.
Yeah, Tabitha.
And then Tabitha and Jerry.
Kevin.
And then there was
Lupita,
there was a friend
Larry.
of mine in Colorado called Samindaro, also who works for Boeing.
Yeah.
Also on the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Nice people.
Okay.
Congratulations to everybody.
Oh, thank you so much, and credit to all you guys because despite kwa sometimes you're a bit harsh on me, but I think without you guys, ngojeni nimalize. You guys give me a chance to finish.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, you guys give me a chance to
Okay,
finish.
sir.
But the truth is, without you guys, my name would never have been on that list. So
You're welcome.
Yes, so I appreciate you guys so much, and it's testament to the impact the One Mic Show is having. You need tissues or much?
It's a backhanded compliment. We'll take it though.
Uno, the mic is yours. Wase wanasema waja kusikia, like umeenda vacation.
Some of them is in your head.
I think you had the longest vacation of all. Ilikuwa ni wewe ama ni Mika? Who had the longest vacation?
Mika.
No, Mika was working.
Uno.
Mika was working.
No, Uno had the longest actual vacation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mika was working.
Yeah.
Umoja worked for 2 weeks.
Okay. Got you. Yeah, no, yeah. So Uno had the
Working,
longest.
you are working on not being reached. This guy, you message him.
Actually, I discovered that I actually
Where?
have his
Give
Kenyan
it
number.
3 days.
I actually have his Kenyan number. I discovered.
I forgot about that
What?
Kenyan number. I forgot.
Why was Umoja reaching
Can
me
Uno
immediately?
talk?
Eh?
Uno, I really want to advocate for you to talk.
No, it's okay. I'm okay by the way.
I know you are, but we've not heard your voice.
Yeah.
He can blink twice. Maybe sometimes you have to give sign language in case pengine amefinywa hapo and we don't know. Just blink twice.
Oh my
so
word.
Like Slay said, kichwa tu. So, I mean, I think
What were your observations?
we can all share the same sentiment, but I think from where I was, first niliponea chupu chupu when I got to MSA.
Okay. MSA.
Mombasa.
Mombasa.
All right. Okay.
Because you did the direct, right?
Yeah, I did Ethiopian.
Okay.
Also, you fly direct.
I did.
That was very-
I
that
I
was
did to
very
Ethiopian,
smart,
Ethiopian to Mombasa.
Smart. Yeah.
So, but anyway.
No, tell us
there
your
needs
experience.
there needs to be another challenger because what?
What was your experience like on Ethiopian? Was that your first Ethiopian experience?
Yes.
The food. I've had interesting stories about the food.
I think the food is just the same, I guess, with airlines. I guess the issue is the service.
Tell me more.
Talk about that
Yeah,
because I get a mixed bag about Ethiopian. There's some people who have some very good things to say, and then there's some people also who have some not so good things to say. And also Wodemaya, that's one of the people that we have a goal of interviewing this year. We can't promise you. Yeah, but we will try.
Miss
But he's
Trudy,
talked about-
Miss Trudy, if you're listening,
Miss Trudy, if
put
you're
in a word.
listening,
Put in a word.
And if anyone is following Miss Trudy, feel free to tag her. But Ethiopian Airlines, because Wodemaya has done reviews on Ethiopian Airlines, and Wodemaya, of course, he's a positive guy about Africa. So you tell us now, maybe what Wodemaya didn't tell us.
Well, okay. I don't know what Wodemaya did say or did not say.
Okay.
But I'll say
It was all positive, I can tell you.
from my experience, I think when I say service, like let's say when you have your light on, you expect it's like you sort of have to go back
Yeah.
in the galley to get whatever you want to get. If it's a drink, or if it's food, or if you have a question, or you want something, or you have to wait for them to calm down.
Yeah.
At the point of either they are coming to distribute food or drinks.
Yeah.
So it's questionable.
Yeah.
It's one of those, do I really have to? Like if you want coffee, like can I get some coffee? At one point in time, like I had to go to the galley to ask for, do you have any coffee? you
Also,
know.
you physically had to
Yes.
go back there.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
like a bell ding dong
Hata ukichapa hiyo hawakuji.
analenga.
Of course.
But I think this guy drinks a lot of coffee, so maybe those chaps.
No.
You are getting
I
the
drink
coffee
coffee, but-
shivers in like 2 hours.
Again,
No, 2 hours is reasonable.
it's very
2 hours is
reasonable.
reasonable.
That's
That's reasonable. That's a long flight.
Very reasonable.
Yeah, but in 2 hours,
But-
those jokers may not come and show up.
Okay. But again, 2 hours.
Yeah.
So anyway, in-flight entertainment was another thing. It's like the equipment is like old.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those you're like,
So-
I would
From-
expect that.
from here, from IAD.
Yes, from IAD to
Ethiopia.
Bole.
Yeah.
Like the in-flight entertainment,
And
it's
real
one
quick,
of those.
Doreen Sell is in the building, so everybody comment and tell her why people want to hear about her on the One Mic Show regarding her business and also the Diaspora Conference. Tuendelee uno mic.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's because you were in cattle class. Please upgrade. Washeke. Probably that's why. But everyone even in that class was complaining. Not necessarily just
Ati
cattle
gani?
class.
Mi ndo yangu. Me I'm very proud.
No, ni
Me
sawa.
I'm very proud kwa me I'm happy.
Ni sawa.
Mikasi, umesikia vile hao watu waona miles?
Mika was posting orange juice. But I leave it at that. All wanna post orange juice.
Start
But anyway.
asking for orange juice.
Wewe
boss.
ulikuwa unauliza coffee.
Mimi nilikuwa cattle class.
Wewe wacha. Tuliona hizo
Mika wewe si
Instagram
mtu wa
post.
cattle class.
Wewe
Don't
tuliona
even-
hizo Instagram
Don't
posts.
even pretend.
At the second leg.
Yeah.
Or na. Anyway, so it's one of those maybe even on the flight back, like audio wasn't working on the audio video. If you want to
Yes.
watch a movie, audio wasn't working at all.
So
even
now
if you
watch
pla-
movie kama 20 Charlie Chaplin, no sound.
like if you could read if you could read lips, probably. And they even had to reset the system, and that's on the flight back. So anyway,
Or
there
you
were
couldn't weka captions.
how you and the system itself, like it's like you're almost cracking the
When you're
screen.
bonyezering,
It's not responding.
unafinya kidude.
Bonyeza kidude.
It is not
Hiyo
responding,
kufinya unapiga ngumi.
and still anyway.
Wow.
It's
Mika
one of
is
those.
mean.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing is on the flight back, I sat next to a lady. I was sandwiched between two ladies from Nigeria.
Wait a minute.
One was
You are in
short.
the middle.
Yes, don't ask.
Yeah.
So this one, the lady had this one from Nigeria had said, because there are no flights. She's from Enugu State.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Prior to this, if this line, this route opening, it's like they had to fly into Abuja, spend the night, wake up the next morning to catch a flight to go to Enugu, which is about 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ethiopian Airlines opened a direct flight to her state.
Okay.
So from
Wherever
from Addis to Enugu.
is 5 hours.
Okay, so the Ethiopian has a direct flight
Yes.
to Enugu.
Yes.
We na KQ amelala bado. Anyway.
So
Yeah.
you can,
So they're being picked up and brought to Addis, and then you guys, you're collected and you come as one package.
yes,
So from Nigeria, okay.
to Addis.
Where do you
Yeah.
stop? You stop still
you
Roma Matogo?
No. You stop in Italy, Rome,
Okay.
to fuel and change crew.
Also that
Yeah.
one. So
That's
on the
what
way, on the
happens.
flight back, on the
Okay.
leg back coming
on
back,
the leg
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Yes.
But on the leg there, it's direct from.
It's from
IAD
it's direct from
Addis.
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
Oh,
got
no
it.
stop?
No, from here to Addis is
Yeah.
a direct flight to Addis.
Oh,
Oh, you don't do
that's
Rome?
new.
You
That's
don't stop
new.
in
No,
Rome?
No,
You
only
only
do
do
the
Rome.
leg back.
No.
On
They
the
were
leg
doing
back.
both.
Yeah.
They were doing both before.
On the
Okay.
leg
Yeah, they used
back,
to do Rome.
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the leg back,
Yeah.
you stop in Rome. It's either Ireland or Rome.
Dublin.
Or Togo.
Dublin, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's either or.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for me this time, it was Rome,
Yeah.
1 hour refuel, change crew, then a 9.5 hours to IAD.
And then you're in between two ladies from Enugu State.
No, one
don't
was
know.
one was Enugu and the other was Anugu. I mean, sorry.
Oh, my
Really.
word.
Hey,
Wait, what?
Anyway,
Not associated with the One Mic Show.
it's whatever Moshe
No,
said.
it was Mika who
No, the only thing
influenced me.
only thing I wanted to ask you, they
Yeah.
did not know about TB Joshua, but we're gonna be discussing that later.
No, we
Let's
didn't.
continue.
We didn't discuss that.
You didn't discuss that.
No, we
Okay.
didn't.
Alright.
But anyway, so for them, it's the flight, which I found interesting.
Yeah.
They are complaining, but they've been doing that leg for years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ethiopia has dominated.
Nice.
Ethiopian Airlines has dominated that.
That's
Nice.
the whole West African side.
That one for over 5-6 years. I don't know how long the leg has been there, but Hash has been flying for 11 years.
Wow. Okay.
But
that's
recently,
interesting. I never knew.
so
about
like you'll find that many Nigerians tunakutana pale Bole, like you say, tunakutana pale Bole,
mnakusanywa kama nini mandazi alafu
beba
mnapelekwa yes
we land
willing buyer willing seller uko IAD.
Yes,
the same way that I found myself with chaps in Qatar, my Indian brothers, as we come back.
so now Satan.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So me when on going fika there, of course nangoja watu pale when you land, so everyone was had to get their baggage scanned. Everyone.
Where in
Mombasa.
Oh, in Mombasa.
Yes, everyone. So like when
Yes.
you pick up your stuff, however, from the carousel, you have to go. Your bags have to be scanned.
Okay, through the scanner.
Yes,
All the bags.
Yes.
Okay.
So now caveat. So when I was boarding,
See, carry on peke.
all bags are being scanned. Even your book, even your rucksack.
That's
whatever it
because
is.
they don't.
Even the checked-in luggage.
That's
Oh,
because
no,
they
we
don't.
have
when you
scanners.
They don't
Chomoka.
scan
Oh, in
outside.
Chomoka.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they
When
don't
it's-
scan them outside prior
Inside.
to. At
okay.
JKIA they scan them.
Okay. So
Okay.
us when we in Mombasa, when you land, all bags,
Yeah.
carry on, whatever. So now me, of course, like you have to go through customs. You go, everyone is picking up their stuff. So me, so when before I boarded Upper IAD, the flight was full.
Remember baby wipes.
The flight was full. So they asked if I could check in my carry-on
Yes.
because
To destination.
I was like, okay, sir, because I looked at it. It didn't have much. I just had shoes, clothes,
So
whatever.
you didn't have the $10,000
No, I
that
did
Ali
not.
gave you to take home to
Yeah.
No,
change.
they already disposed this career separate.
Okay.
The one that I
Okay.
loaned you now, you have to return it back to me.
You may attend.
Yeah,
you
you
may
may
attend.
attend. Yeah.
So when I get there, I find that my carry-on is not there.
What?
It hasn't landed.
Okay.
Oh, it was delayed.
Oh, it's
So
been,
it wasn't delayed. I
it's been
mean,
pulled aside. It's
so
been pulled over.
no, it wasn't. So I'm waiting for my career, but I'm not seeing it. So I was like, you know what? So you have to go, get scanned, and then you go. You go to report and say that sijapata bag yangu.
Correct.
So when my bags have been scanned, one lady comes and chapas an X.
Yes.
And that X, so like when the suitcases and everything they chomoka right in front, sasa hapo ndio bench iko ya
Ya
watu wa
kufungua.
customs.
Yes, ya kufungua.
watu wa customs.
Yes.
So me, I
Nyinyi
quickly,
watu wa X.
so mimi quickly I go pick up my stuff. Then I'm going to report that my carry-on has not figured.
Yeah.
So me I go there. While I'm figuring there, there's this guy. There's a guy who comes and says, by the way,
You have some.
akaniuliza by the way bag yako imechapwa X. And then he proceeds to
Open it.
no
Try
to check. Says okay kona X. So ukimaliza hata ukitaka unaweza kuja tukumalizie ama ukimaliza pitia hapo.
What if you swiftly erase that X?
So Gathe, they are watching.
God damn.
Bro,
I can't believe you just said that.
Eh? No, I'm
No,
just
but there are
saying.
people
So-
who actually erase the X.
So anyway, maybe I
Wipes actually remove it, just in
Oh,
case you
that's
didn't
why
know.
Mika is saying.
Yes,
Ma-
that's
But-
why Mika is saying what he's saying.
but Ruth,
Lower
the
budget
X is
citizen over
being
here.
put and the guys are watching.
But you erase it in natural movement. And then you carry it.
But they're looking
What I'm
at you.
saying. Anyway, so me I go, I report my case, but I'm all the time I'm looking, I'm like, hey, baze line niko button is sawa. So there were 3 people ahead of me. After a while, when I look, there's nobody queuing, there's no career.
At the customs.
Uh-huh. Nilichukua report yangu, bag zangu, au teneja go nigodhia.
Ukiendaga.
Yes. So of course they give you a report. They give you a number. They tell you, okay, we'll call you once your luggage comes in,
Yeah.
and we'll even deliver for you.
Yeah.
So me, I wait. I call the next day.
This is
I
where
call the next day.
This is where you have a plug and you put in air tags.
So
And the layer.
I get a call a week later.
A week later.
Yes.
So ulifika, yani you left the airport bila
My carry on.
And at least $10,000. Useless. Where did you check it? Sorry, go ahead.
So
Ebu let me scare where that $10,000 went.
so I get a call a week
I'm now
later.
getting worried.
A week later, I get a call like, hey, by the way, you'll have to come in to the airport.
To pick up your bag.
Yeah, to pick up your bag. I'm like, why are you not going to deliver? Well, because it did not come straight to Mombasa. My suitcase found its way in Abuja.
Ooh.
Huh? How did it go to Abuja?
It went to Abuja.
Funke.
Yes.
I don't even know what you say.
Funke is a person's name, but then it's just a thing everybody says.
Atuno Escobar. Unasikia?
Okay,
So anyway,
tumeelewa.
So that's how my carry-on ended up in Keria.
Had you locked it?
No.
Okay.
But what was missing was like a fire stick.
Abuja.
And the 10K. Yes, Abuja. A week later.
Oh, your fire stick, that one that's hooked up.
Yeah, Joji.
It went sure.
It went.
So I'm trying to understand something.
I realized it gone because when I opened the suitcase, I saw the remote, I saw the cable. I was like, my thing is inside. And I said, I identified and I said everything is in here. So I took one suitcase, went home. When I opened, the fire stick was
That's
gone.
when you go back because you have 7 days to claim, eh?
I didn't go back.
But I'm just saying.
Oh, so you let it go.
Fire
Fire
stick. I'm not gonna go back.
Those are fire sticks.
$40.
It's actually
maybe
$29.99.
maybe that's
And I changed.
No.
And
no,
I
it's
changed-
29
and I changed-
but maybe it's the one that had free cable.
It did. It
did.
had all the things. And
had the
bells and
hookup.
whistles.
It had the hookup.
That's why he
It had
was
the
carrying it.
hookup. It had
Yes.
the hookup.
Okay.
Oh,
By the way, this is not associated
that.
to the One Mic Show.
Oh, I did not know.
yeah.
Plus-
Okay.
Plus not Pornhub. So anyway, but that is the travel part. But I think, in essence, it's like life was going on, but you do feel that things are not as they used to be.
Okay.
And you hear people complain. You hear the mamas. Hata ukienda shopping, Naivas. It's not as packed as it was like last. Like the last time I was there. Same time, but less traffic, less foot traffic. Mamas, people complaining like everything has gone up, in terms of price. So like if you had 10K, what you would get for 10K, probably is now 4K. What you can get worth. To Omoshe's point,
Yeah.
Like filling up same OT. Unajaza na maybe 4,500.
Yeah.
Now it's 7,000.
Wow.
Okay.
That's quite a big.
Kagari kadonyele hivi. Tokens, electricity.
That's the worst.
In 2023 January, 1,000 would give you 60 tokens, 61. In 2023 December, 1,000 shillings gives you 30 tokens.
Rewind. Come back again. Repeat those numbers again.
2023 January,
Uh-huh.
1,000 shillings would give you 60 tokens.
Yeah.
61.
Yeah.
And I remember buying because I bought from Adeto. And we had this discussion
Yeah.
when we came, where
Correct.
taxes are more. Like you're finding that out of 1,000 shillings, 590, almost 600 shillings are going to taxes.
Ouch.
And that is 2023 January.
Yeah.
In 2024,
No, it was 2023 December.
2023 December, 2024 January.
A year later, basically.
1,000 shillings is going to give you 30 tokens.
That's like less than half.
Yes, it is.
Oof. That's like a doubling of the
And that
price.
is that is like now inetangwa post-pay, or is it prepaid? Whatever the pay, whatever
No,
the
you're
paid is.
prepay. Post-pay, I think
Post-pay,
you're
no,
in Elisha's
prepay,
fees, yeah.
So it's post-pay.
So you have to pay
whatever.
before. You have to
pay
buy the
prepay.
tokens
You
before
buy the
you use.
tokens, then you expend.
Yeah.
So you're getting way less. And in January,
The rates were going
the
up.
rates went up.
Yeah, the rates went up.
It was gazetted, the rates went up.
Yeah.
So to make us point, us when we were driving from Mombasa to Nairobi, tulichomoka kitu ka 9:30 hivi, tulifika by 5:30 we were in Nairobi. Expressway, tukatumia expressway. As of 1st of January, expressway from Westie, the end of up to James Gishuru,
Oh yeah, ilipanda bei pia.
all the way to Mlolong, is it Mlolong? All the way to where expressway ends.
Yeah.
It's 500 bob.
So that's a cutting across the whole expressway.
Yes.
How much
Initially
was it before?
Yeah,
300
It was
shillings.
300.
Now it's 500 shillings.
Oof, that's more than a 66% increase in price.
So there's a lot going on. People are talking about hustling. On my way back here, we were passing by Naivas. Outside Naivas, there are trucks. There was a pickup truck and one of these tuk-tuk trucks. Well, a tuk-tuk that has been converted to a truck. Guys are selling pineapples outside of Naivas.
From a pickup truck.
Wow.
That's
From
someone
a
who owns
pickup truck. Pickup truck na tuk-tuk. Guys are outside Naivas selling and hustling mananathi.
As you come, you buy. As you exit, you
When
buy.
I say outside Naivas, like the entrance, unaenda like over here entrance hapo nje, guys are hustling. So it's like a mini economy. Guys are hustling within the hustle.
Wow, and they're allowed to do that because is in that like,
And that was
business
that
away
that
from
that
Naivas.
outside.
now that's the thing. At even Naivas is very accommodating to allow people to hustle outside. The only-
Ama it's a cartel. Maybe they've paid someone to be
probably,
there.
who knows? We don't know. But that yeah.
Or maybe those mananadhis are from Naivas. Zile zimeoza.
Maybe kuna mtu who's hustling there. So I think there's and I met a lot of guys. I went to Nakuru. Guys are complaining. People who are in support of Ruto. You find that guys who own businesses, uko, totally fed up, frustrated
Yeah, the businessman.
with whatever is going on. Taxes, guys are. I'm even now, like even my own farm, or people who were adamant about Zakayo, adamant, saying this guy, if he die and change, is gonna be a one-term president. And we are talking about people who are saved, guys who voted for the guy simply because he's Christian.
Mount Kenya.
Mount Kenya.
Pada is coming.
Let me tell you,
But anyway,
What
it
about
was one of those things where guys are just complaining. Guys who supported him are not saying anything. In fact, I wish Babahanya. Where Babahanya? Yeah, he was even having.
Babahanya was totally against Ruto.
No, he was. But I'm saying he was. Alikuwa ground hata yeye.
Yeah.
He was. Alikuwa ground hapo Quivers, Kenol, Kabati.
And
Uko.
Babahanya is Baba Rehema. Remember
Baba Rehema
was
yeah,
here last
Baba
year.
Rehema.
Yeah.
Uko guys are done.
If there's someone who's not letting Ruto supporters breathe,
Exactly.
Babahanya.
Anawachapa
Yeah.
slaps. So
Whips.
in as much as probably guys were having sherehe, I think it was limited. It was not every day.
It was limited under a cloud of all these other things.
And it's like instead
that
of
were happening.
instead of dundaing for 2 days or 3 days, guys are dundaing 1.5.
Okay.
So what was your experience about forms of payment when you're paying for things?
So let me say this.
Mbesha.
Tulienda Nakuru, we went to Hyrax Hill. It was a site. It's Gava.
I know the park.
You know the park, but it's like somebody's house. Yeah. They have Hyrax and some iron or some stuff was discovered a while back in the 40s. It was
define Hyrax.
It was some animals.
Okay.
They're called Hyrax. But it's in
hamsters.
yeah.
Panya kubwa. Panya buku.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay.
So nowadays, you can't just M-Pesa. You have to go to eCitizen and pay through eCitizen.
How much are you paying?
However much it is,
yeah.
You can't just do M-Pesa.
It's
all
a
the money.
it's
all
a
the
payment
money,
portal,
It's a
basically.
payment portal on eCitizen. So you have to pay through eCitizen. So you have to have an
You know,
eCitizen account.
I actually did this.
Yes.
I
So you have
went
to pay through
get
eCitizen.
I went to get when Umosh has that mode of payment, it just hit me. I went to get my suits altered. Right? Since nili alafu kitu kingine pia Kenya ukiluzi kitambi wanakudharau wanaona pesa losing weight in Kenya is not a good thing. Unadharauliwa mbaya. Anyway, I went to alter my suit.
Wanaona una njaa.
He's not a Mhesh. Kiongos. He's not a Kiongos anymore.
Mika light.
Bazu, jina Bazu iliisha. Huko nimekuwa tu kama. Anyway, I went to get my suits altered, and the funny thing is that the guy who altered my suits actually asked me if I can pay him in cash.
Oof.
And his shop is in a mall in Westlands. He's a Mwindi guy, and he asks for cash. And most people especially small business people, before they give you their pay bill, they will actually ask you for cash.
Or even they'll ask you to send direct to their M-Pesa.
That is concern.
Sending direct to the M-Pesa was the last resort to give cash. Then they will give you M-Pesa. But they will,
And to
it's
add,
like people are trying to avoid.
yes.
Okay. And that E thing, what's
People
that
trying
funny
to avoid
thing?
anything
ETR.
that can-
Yeah,
anything that
ETR,
can be
yeah.
tracked.
And I think we discussed this before we ended the show last year. We talked about how people are
Changing their paying habits, yes.
the payment portal. They are sort of deregistering from Safaricom,
From M-Pesa.
from M-Pesa.
Yeah.
So
From
guys
the
are asking,
payment.
requesting cash. I was gonna say, and I don't know, things have gone up. Flights. I would get a flight from Mombasa to Nairobi. Last year, it was about 7K.
Okay.
One way.
Yeah.
This time, one way, you're getting a flight for 14K.
Oof. Double.
Yeah.
One way from Mombasa to Nairobi. But over here, Graz, by the way, Graz, what's up? Here's the interesting thing. SGR booked fully.
Fully booked.
Yes.
You
Okay.
can't book.
You can't book.
You can't. In
You
fact,
can't access.
By the time
And
we
this is
were
one
lea-
of
by the
this
time we
December.
were leaving
So is
here,
it because it's cheaper or
It's
yes,
cheaper.
that's
Okay.
it. Yeah. By the time we were leaving here, all those things were full. If you didn't know anyone,
Yes.
you're not getting in.
what
Yes.
about bus? Ama nyimuli
No. No, see that we didn't upgrade.
Eh.
You know, there's some of us, we have a fear of Tahamid and those buses. And
Ah,
all that.
okay.
But not to say that, again, remember, most people are not driving. So I am sure buses were packed.
Yes.
Okay.
If
So
you
when
had
you-
not
when-
booked by a certain time,
When you hear
Yeah.
Mika talking about me, when we figured na hii, my mom was like, ai, na mumekuja haraka. Because even me, I noticed, I'm like, ai. Because usually, when we're
Hakuna
driving
watu
up,
kwa barabara.
we know trucks are coming. We try
Correct.
to avoid driving like on a Friday, because we know if we drive on a Friday, we are going to chomoka early so that we don't kutana with trucks going up, because kuna zile trucks zinateremka ndio ziende port kupokea, lakini kuna zile zimepokea zinapanda juu. But there wasn't that much traffic going, and even coming when we left like on we left like on the 23rd, because we are like, let us not do Friday, wacha tutoke Thursday, so that we beat those guys who probably might think wacha tutoke Friday morning.
You beat the system.
We beat the system.
Yeah.
Now, truly, we were able to,
Yeah.
but there wasn't that much traffic. So I think the people are still doing what they are. There's a resiliency of Kenyans. I mean, kuna resilience ingine ya ajabu, but it's at a struggle. There's a strain, and you can tell, even, you can see a lot of people, maybe guys saved up enough just for the holidays, but now, like, even when you listen to Spice, you even amongst your friends, unasikia tu shule zinafunguliwa, and because that's another thing, because the system with the new change and everything and whatnot,
Very confusing.
very confusing.
Yeah.
it's thrown everybody
If
off.
you're
That
a
is
fee
one.
spare,
Two,
yeah.
pesa ni shida. So even watoi kwenda shule, that's another struggle.
But yeah,
So it's one of those, yeah, like
unajua,
Mika
it
said.
got to a point whereby even like this past few weeks that I was in, because me nimekuja when my date when I came was on 34th or something. So you could see, like, even when you're like, unavia maboy, tuwe tutoke, right? Haikukwenda tutoke, like, most of ni wale mkisema tutoke, if you go, ukitoa kachupa watatoa pia ama something. Zilikuwa zile like, yo majamaa, twendeni tukakunywa whiskey, like, you had to specifically tell people, I got you, ndo utoe watu kwa nyumba.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
people were choosing what to do. Like, people, you got to a point where you have to make choices, right? Either the kids are going to eat ama utapiga sherehe.
Okay. Oh, wow. Now, very good analysis. Omosh, Mika, Mike, different perspectives, but very good analysis. Before we get to TB Joshua, Ruth,
May
please
read.
read the comments.
Yes.
I know a lot of comments were coming
They
in through, and we're gonna get to
did.
TB Joshua shortly. I know
Okay.
that's a topic most people have been waiting for.
Actually, I'm gonna start with Slay saying I'm waiting on TB Joshua. Then says the way Uno disappears needs to be investigated. All we call him is One Mic. Historia One Mic in Akapoa, please. Shh. I had good experience with Ethiopian in 2006. Great food and pint.
Pint.
We're in
Beer.
2024.
That's alcohol.
Yeah.
We're in
Ali
2024.
Badawi, let me listen in. Oh, that's Doreen checks in. And then like she wants to listen in. Washeke, I'm free. One Mic Muturi, it's because you are in cut class. Please upgrade in 2024. Slay, Doreen, I see you. Hi. We would like to hear about the diaspora conference. Doreen, we would love to hear your perspective of the diaspora conference. Slay says where? I don't know what she's responding to. Jodo Omole, hata kama you're seated kwa jump seat, you're entitled to service. It's about your coffee, I guess. Nimesikia ndege ya kwenda bole is ni kama matiza embasava. Pablo to Doreen, I was Kenya, hapa ni kufungua roho about summer burning. Tumesikia uko na story moto, kama tuambie please. Pablo and Mike has spoken about the Ethiopian airline experience for the last 10 minutes. Alifika Kenya kweli.
Yaani iko na shambulio nani ni Pablo?
Pablo anakuja na ubaya 2024.
Slaves like Pablo kwa mpole. Washeke Jodo Mole, unfortunately this poor service is only meted to Africans. Doreen, Paul Ndegwa, Washeke, they want us to be brand Kenya 100%. Tujivunie kwa Wakenya out in diaspora, hakuna kuchafua jina.
So is that about the diaspora conference? So they want diasporans to be brand Kenya. Okay.
Yeah.
For free. Okay.
We can
Doreen Seli will tell us.
I think we already are. We already are. We can, but we need to feel the part of the fabric of our nation. As it is, they only need us to pay the bills and prop the shillings. I'm very happy with Turkish Airlines. That is Jodo. Then Slay, what has your experience been like, if you don't mind? They are working on smooth process flows for diasporans on various matters, e.g. land buying, document processing. This is Doreen about the diaspora conference. Pablo, nilisikia ukitembea na rangi ya kiwi na brush kwa mfuko, hiyo X ina lost mara that.
Okay, but now that your sanduku has to be black. Your sanduku has to be black. That's a new idea. Not endorsed by the OneMicShow.
People, I swear, surely.
Are you patriotic? Pay your
that
taxes.
person went to boarding school. That one, is a person of boarding.
Wow, I never even thought about that.
And then I went to wipes too.
Slay response to Pablo and says taking notes about the kiwi. Washeke to Slay, their service is very good, but the customs, stock immigration and security at the Istanbul airport are racist. I had a skirmish with them. Dude, I have not traveled with Ethiopian Airlines and I'm not interested at all. Pablo, previous governments have promised this streamlining. Do we know what makes this different this time around about the diaspora conference changes they want to make? Stephen JJ, Abuja, Cheka, Washeke, pole sana, this about the racist treatment in Istanbul. I've thought of traveling in Turkish but was not sure. Then Stephen says Qatar Airlines, no issues kama Abuja, Funke, Slay.
It's
I've flown
Funke.
I've flown Qatar. What I dislike is the flight from DFW to Doha is almost always delayed, and I've ended up missing the flight to Nairobi. All my experience with them, I think Qatar, have been good. Iyo fire stick ilikuwa na nini? One Mic alikataa kuirudia. Asking for friends at DHS. I flew with British Airways. Mimi sijawahi kuwa delayed. It's about Qatar. I flew with British Airways. They're good. Steven, imefanyika twice kuwa delayed. KQ kaa kimya. That is Brian Nyamu. Then Steven, Slay, nowadays kuna 2 flights to Nai. Don't take the one with 1 hour layover. You will definitely miss the flight to Nairobi. Ashley says British was good, but the food didn't set well with my stomach. Slade responding to Steven, okay, nilichukua hii 1 hour layover. Yeah, avoid that one. Compare. It was reported on the news jana CS Murkomen
Yes.
is about to gazette more toll fees.
Murkomen.
Murkonman.
Murkom, okay.
Yeah.
Washeke,
That's a good one.
their service is good, but be prepared to stand for yourself, and having US passport helps. This is on Turkish. I flew
I
Air
actually like Turkish Airlines.
Yeah. Ashley says, I flew Air TZ and that was nice as well. Zakayo's not playing about those taxes. Wanaona umekonda juu ya shida.
Oh, that's Tumika.
That's Tumika. Got us a lot to pay cash in Italy. It's E-Teams, not ETR. Pablo talking about the taxes.
You get my point.
Yeah. Washeke, several people I know downgraded their kids' school. Things are thick.
Yeah, that's another big part when we're gonna start talking about finances on the show, especially people who are planning to move to Kenya. School, that's a big deal. That's an expense that I think people in America underestimate. But when you go to Kenya and you want to take to kids to a school in the same standard, that becomes a big issue. I think someone like Udi Madenge, who's had a chance to stay in Kenya for an extended period, can actually give us, conversations. Washeke too has also talked to us about that. That's another big thing that I think a lot of diasporans who are planning to move back, especially if you have 3, 4, maybe even 5 kids, have not processed how much it's gonna cost to educate them in a private school, a proper private that has the standards of the school district that you came from.